Isang paalaala, ang susunod na kabanata ay naglalaman ng mga salita at pahayag na maaaring magdulot ng takot, pangamba at pagkabahala sa mga nakikinig, lalo na sa mas nakababatang gulang. Huwag magpatuloy kung kinakailangan. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Ako si Earl, ang inyo pong Camp Master. At ito, ang Philippine Campfire Stories. We have always been talking about ghosts and hauntings here sa show, but one aspect of ghosts and spirit hauntings na hindi natin masyadong napag-uusapan ay ang kamatayan. Of course, for anyone to cross over, one has to die. And so they can leave this plane. Last year, during Halloween, we have extensively talked about death and other concepts surrounding it, katulad ng hauntings, speaking to the dead, among others. You can listen to those episodes called Beyond the Veil Afterlife, released in October of 2024. Today, I had the pleasure of talking to a special guest. His name is Wincy Ong. Wincy is an artist, an author, podcaster, and an advertising creative. He is also husband to CJ De Silva Ong, whom many would remember in the 1990s commercial of ProMill as one of the gifted children showcasing their talent, and hers was painting. Sadly, CJ passed away last year. Wincy, like many people grieving, had stages of his pain. Isa sa mga naging daan para maproseso niya ang kanyang pain ay through the paranormal. Kung hindi nyo pa naririnig, pwede nyo pakinggan ang episode nila ni Nick sa Paranormal Podcast, and it was also cross-posted sa podcast nila Wincy at CJ na The Telebabad Tapes. Consider this episode as a part 2 of that talk as Wincy shares his story. Truth be told, I felt compelled to reach out to Wincy as I listened to his story. And at the end of the episode, you will hear why. Tara, pakinggan natin ang kwentuhan namin ni Wincy.
Ay, tapos Earl, nabasa ko yung questions mo.
Kamusta?
Kasi okay siya, maganda siya. Pero karamihan kasi ron, nakwento ko na sa Comics Man podcast. Tsaka kay Direct Nick sa saan tawag dito?
Oo nga eh. Actually, sa
paranormal. So, wow, exclusive na lang. Dapat ganon. Hindi, anuhin natin. Magkukwento rin ako to that effect. Pero ibang... Yung nakwento ka na before, hindi ko nakukwento. Okay, ganon.
Okay,
para
naman
eksklusibo.
Yung yung audience namin ni Nick is almost the same din talaga. Feeling ko talaga na kung napakinggan nila kay Nick, kasi pinost ko rin naman dun sa group namin. Kung napakinggan nila kay Nick, most probably napakinggan na rin talaga nila. But of course, meron pa rin mga taong hindi alam yung story and ganyan. Ang super interesado ako kasi parang ngayon lang ako nakarinig ng ganyang kwento talaga na parang na Filipino no, na nag-turn into mediumship. I
sige.
guess
game. Ayan, maganda na yan. Game. Record lang tayo. Patay tayo. Okay lang, game ka na patay tayo ng sumasakit mata ko sa video. Okay, game.
Okay lang, go. Sige.
I-introhan ko lang para maganda rin sana. Hi, Pod Pals. So, as for your special request na mag-collab ako with other paranormal, quote-unquote, paranormal and supernatural and esoteric podcasts. Ito, Pod Pals. A first. This is a first. Telebabad Tapes X Philippine Campfire Stories. Oh, wow. Collab. So thanks Earl for having me. Thanks Earl all the way from Hayward, California at Podpals. So CJ and I will commune with the spirit of CJ and I We'll commune with Earl all the way from Manila and Heaven to Hayward, California. Thanks for having us, Earl.
Of course. Hello pod pals at saka hello sa mga campers na napodpod din sa
Hi campers. Hello campers.
Ayan. Yun, Wincy, so usapan natin, no? So ito kwentuhan na lang para hindi naman tayo formal kasi alam mo ba na meron na tayong mga encounters tayong dalawa na parang indirect. Like for example, I used to be in the same podcast network that you belong to. Podcast network.
It's called Seria FM, di ba?
No, I believe you were part of Podcast Network Asia for a time.
Yeah, no, until now. Oh.
Until now, ayun.
Until now, yeah.
Ayun,
Hi, Sir Ron. Hello, Sir Ron.
Hello, Boss Ron. Ayan. So, I used to be part of Podcast Network Asia and then parang nung nagkaroon ng parang change of management, isa yung Philippine Camper Stories dun sa nag-cross to the Pod Network. So, yun. Kaya, indirectly, magka-team tayo dati, pero hindi lang tayo nagkaroon ng chance magka-collaborate.
Yung Cool Pals, di ba? Si Cool Pals, marami pa nun. Asaya nun. si Red, we also, nag-guest na, ang dami namin ginesta ni CJ kay Stanley Chi.
Kasi isa naman talaga kayo sa mga nauna
Oh yeah, 2018 pa kami. So yeah, with Victor Anastasio. Kadalasan we were lumped with the comedians. Sila Red Oliero, Stanley Chi, Red Oliero, Victor Anastasio. Ayun,
pero hindi naman comedy yung may humor kayo pero more on lifestyle, pop culture, ganun yung Telebabad tapes, no? So parang isa nga yan sa mga pioneers sa podcast. So talaga. Ay
wow, salamat para naman tanda namin. 2018 lang kami.
Nauna talaga kayo. So parang trailblazers kayo nung.
Pero may ask Earl, how did you get into this? Kasi pwede ko ba sabihin na you work in the healthcare industry tapos you're now.
Alam naman yan ng mga listeners ng show ko. Napunta kasi parang before nga nung parang nagkaroon ng sort of yung before the pandemic, di ba parang nagbo-boom yung mga podcast, parang na biglang nag-catch on na sa mga Filipinos nung 2019, 2018 yan nung nag-start kayo. Parang biglang nagkakaroon na ng mga podcast kasi when you say about podcast, parang nung una sila Mo Twister lang yung alam ko
Oo.
Siya lang
wala masyadong Pinoy content.
Podcast. So parang, tapos ako parang lagi ako nakikinig ng mga horror podcast dati.
Pareho tayo.
No Sleep. Yan yung mga pinapakinggan ko dati.
Oo, ako rin yun. No Sleep. Pero nakakatulog ako sa No Sleep.
Ayun nga napaka-weird, no?
Tapos pero sorry, Earl, you've always, before podcasting, you've always been interested in the supernatural.
Ay, oo naman. Always.
Pareho pala tayo.
Bata pa lang ako. Yeah. And in fact, the second, yung thing na alam kong nagkaroon tayo ng indirect
synchronicity.
Yan, oo. Was nung I bought your book. Because naghahanap ako, I think nasa Kindle ko pa yun
Tales for a Rainy Season?
Yes.
Salamat, thank you.
Tinanong pa kita noon, alam ko nag-reach out ako sa inyo kasi nagre-research ako. I had an episode about Jose Rizal.
Yes, I remember. Sorry, tagal na.
Oo, years na. I was working on an episode about Jose Rizal being linked to yung sa mga killings, diba? I forgot na rin yung episode.
Actually, plinag ko yung episode mo na yun. I plugged it.
Thank you.
Socials namin. Ay, sorry, pwede ba akong mag-plug din ngayon? Speaking of plugging.
Oo naman.
So yeah, I just came from the Philippine Book Fair kahapon. Wala akong book kahapon dun na launch just to support friends. Pero in relation to parang literary month yata ngayon sa Philippines. And speaking of Jose Rizal and plugging, I'm gonna come up with a second book na. So nice. It's in the final stages na. It's a sequel to those who listened to that episode about Jose Rizal as Jack the Ripper. Ito naman is the sequel to that. It's a novel na. It's pretty medyo malaki yung word count, around 100,000 words.
Ay, tama ba?
Makapal na this is hindi na siya short story. So I don't wanna tease it kasi may pa ako, NDA pa ako, but it's gonna be published by Summit Books na. So
nice. Yeah. Ayun na. Ito
be published.
Pinapakita ko sa camera yung nasa Kindle ka. Ano ba? Ba't ganito yung camera? Yung cover ng book niya. Anyway.
So yun, tabayanan nyo na lang, campers and podpals. It's coming out June or July or probably August this time of year. Rainy season din. So mas epic to than kung Sherlock Holmes versus Rizal ang for you guys medyo parang absurd na. Yung sequel nito is much more absurd and mas on a grander scale. So ang ko na lang, ang teaser ko na lang sa inyo is sige, Nosferatu.
Okay. Ayun naman tayo. Okay. Umabot na tayo sa Nosferatu. Okay yan.
Yun lang. Sorry for the
sana available sa 'di ba?
Yes.
Sa
Kindle.
Soft copy Kindle.
Yes. Nakausap ko yung publisher ko. They're distributing it through Google Books, pero it will be distributed also through my same Amazon Kindle page, pero 45 days upon Philippine release para fair.
Okay lang yan, basta ma-release. Basta umabot sa mga taong hindi nakakabili sa Pilipinas.
Oo, especially
at saka sa mga gusto ng mga soft copy, kasi di ba yung iba hindi na rin gusto ng hard copy.
Wala na space sa bahay.
Oo, ganun. Yun. Congrats sa
Thank you. Sana
abangan natin
campers,
yan.
Mga mahilig ng horror and history yon.
Sorry, anong timeline mo dyan ng release mo dyan?
Quarter 2 ba? Tawag doon, quarter 1. Yeah, quarter 3 ang plano nila.
Okay, pero just in time for rainy season ulit.
Just and the Philippine book fair ba? Manila Book Fair. Manila International Book.
MIBF. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Yan. So, yun. Actually, kaya kita na-invite kasi nga, di ba, ayan, nung nag-guest ka kay Nick sa Paranormal Podcast, ang ganda kasi ng episode nyo. And,
thank you.
To be honest, talagang sobrang na-touch ako sa story mo, kaya parang I decided to reach out kasi
thank you, Nick. Thank you, Earl. Sorry. Pa-edit. Sorry. Thank you, Earl.
Feeling ko kasi marami din talagang kung ma-release pa yung episode o yung kwento mo actually sa iba pang platforms, I think mas marami kang ma-reach na mga taong who might be in the same boat. And who might try or be encouraged to try the things that you're doing right now. Kaya I wanted you to guest here para ikwento naman sa mga nakikinig ng Philippine Campfire Stories kung ano ba yung nangyayari sa'yo. So, yun. And like I said, I prepare a list of questions.
Yes, thank you.
Para
pero actually, kwento ko rin sa'yo, Earl, yung the feedback from nag 2-part episode kami ni Nick eh. So for Telebabad Tales, it was a 2-part episode. Yung kay naman, Paranormal Podcast, 1 hour and 30 yung first episode niya. Tapos meron pang parang pag-edition ba yun? Parang gano'n. Pag-episode na yung...
After credits.
After credits. 3 hours, 3.5 hours kasi yung recorded material namin. So, nag-agree kami. Sige, putulin natin whenever. So, nag-work naman and grabe yung... To the listeners, grabe, thank you so much for your feedback. Literal na naiyak talaga ako dun sa mga comments sa Spotify, sa person. May to the point na may mga nag-personal message sa akin at kay Nick na it's one of the most touching episodes daw ever. Tapos they became open to mediumship. Tapos they wanna try also esoteric practices na it's not that bad naman pala. Ano ba? Ayun, doon sa mga nakinig na kilala si CJ, they actually really felt CJ was in our conversation. So it's life. It's if it were life changing for the listeners, mas life changing for me yung recordings na yun. Oo. And also nagkataon pa yon kasi weird nga I mentioned there na parang how I'm coping is by day I study AI, tapos by night I do mediumships, diba, and esoteric practices. So parang it's a mix of the futuristic
polar ends,
and polar ends of the past and the future, and they both help. Parang ganda. And gusto kong parang i-ribbon tayong dalawang concept na yun na parang baka yung AI and yung mediumship nga or spiritualism are cliche kung sabihin both sides of the same coin, diba? Parang yun.
Ayan, so actually, siguro let's tie up lang para lang sa mga first time na marinig ko kung sino ka, no? For those who hasn't heard of you and your work, baka pwedeng magpakilala ka muna sa kanila and tell us what's your backstory, what happened, and you know.
Yeah, sige. Ako muna, I'm Wincy Ong. I'm based in Manila, Philippines. I was an advertising professional by day and creative person. Wait, I'm phrasing it. I'm a creative guy. So, a guy who's into the creative arts by night. So medyo marami akong I wear a lot of hats in my creative pursuits. I'm a musician. I played in bands before. Tapos I directed films before. Now ang focus ko is writing horror books. Na yun na feature sa dito before sa Philippine Campfire Stories, and so I write horror fiction and I make graphic novels. I draw and I write graphic novels. And now slowly I'm going back into producing music. Yun. So daming
multi-hyphenated.
alam. Hindi naman. Wala lang magawa sa buhay. Yeah. So and si CJ was also in the advertising industry. A much more successful creative director than I. Tapos she was also aside from being a creative director, she was a parang child star nung 90s. She had
sinong di nakakaalam dun sa sa commercial niya sa Nido ba yun? Nido?
Promil
pala. Mali.
From YS. Yes.
Sorry, so, Promil.
Okay lang. So she was as in she was on TV and siya nasa dyaryo siya palagi nung bata siya. She was in aside from that commercial, she was a host in 5 and Up actually. Tapos
was she?
Nag-Eat Bulaga rin siya. Yeah, oo. So kasama niya sila Atom Aurelio, sila Maxine Magalona. So who I got to know, her co-hosts noon sa 5 and Up. I got to know them.
I didn't know na nandun pala siya sa 5 and Up. So
yeah, naging siya.
Pinapanood ko na pala sa CJ, bata pa lang siya. So
she was everywhere in the 90s.
Oo nga. I know of her dun sa kanyang commercial, yung nagdo-drawing siya, nagpe-paint siya. Yun yung alam nating lahat.
Yes. Tapos we met each other in 2010. Tapos I lived in Canada for more than a year.
Nice.
In Vancouver, British Columbia. Tapos we had a long distance relationship na 1.5 Pupunta naman siya ron, tapos umuwi ako. Tapos 2013 we decided to tie the knot. So then we were married, happily married, blissfully married for 11 years talaga na. I was so glad I met my soulmate. So yun, then 2024 came. One mornings she had a history of headaches na kasi from kailan ba? Since 2014 yung lumipat na kami sa Makati from Quezon City. I brought her to the ENT, ears, nose, throat. May nahanap na na sa ear niya, sa right ear niya, na parang maliit na
nodule.
No hindi parang maliit yung ear canals niya, parang ganon. So she was prone to vertigo. Cochlear imbalance yung fluid niya.
Okay.
So, yun, nahalat na ako, nasanay na ako with the drill na whenever she had vertigo attacks. The sad part is, hereditary pala. It runs in their family, yung aneurysm. Natago nung vertigo niya, yung proclivity niya for aneurysms. So, yun. It's a lot of 40% of aneurysm cases pala are congenital din kasi. So, ayun, really, really sad. So, ayun, one morning, I woke up, tapos nasa banyo siya throwing up. Tapos sabi niya, humiga siya doon sa banyo. Sabi niya, dalhin mo na ako sa hospital. And she hated hospitals, Sabi niya. Sabi ko, ano naramdaman mo? Sabi niya, parang may sumabog sa utak ko. Ako naman, kalmado talaga ako kasi sabi ko, okay, this is the drill. Vertigo attack. Pagka-uwi na naman kami after sa ER. Pero nakita ko parang iba to Iba yung paghinga niya. Tapos, kumuhan talaga ako ng ambulance.
Wincy?
This was June 4.
Last year.
June 4 last year. Oo.
Okay,
So, tumawag ko na rin yung parents niya. Samahan ako dun sa ER. Ayun, tapos we waited for 3 hours. Nalaman na in-MRI siya. So, there was a blood clot in her brain. Thankfully, we still had 2 weeks with her. She really fought. Lumaban talaga siya sa ICU. And may mga moments naman na nagigising siya, nakakausap namin siya. Until yun.
Nakwento mo kay Nick na nakapirma pa siya.
Yes. Yun yung malaking pasasalamat ko talaga sa universe na hindi napunta sa akin yung task na yun. Kasi ang bigat nun, na kung ako yung pumirma for her, ako nag-decide for her. Ayan. And it's a really scary operation kasi kung brain di ba? Parang
totoo.
Kumbaga parang CJ, naghugas kamay ako, salamat. Decision mo yan, katawan mo yan, parang ganun. Your body, your rules. Ayun, and then we had around 15 or 16 days with her. Tapos yan, she passed away. Tragically. At the age of 36. Ayun. So, and we had a podcast together nga na Telebabad Tapes. Yun yung parang latter day quote-unquote celebrity na nagulat nga kami yung turnout dun sa wake. Daming pumuntang listeners. Podpals. So, yun, so that's the long and short of it. Kung masyado ako madaldal, sorry.
Oh, no. It's okay. Kasi gusto ko rin talaga malaman from you kung ano yung nangyari kay CJ. Kasi syempre, ako nakikinig din ako ng Telebabad Tapes. Kaya parang syempre parang kilala na namin kayong dalawa pero as host, 'di ba? So parang
pero sige ito. Go lang yan.
Yun kaya parang nung nawala, syempre parang nabalitaan na lang namin na kaya pala wala na kasi yun nga si CJ wala na din dito.
So, pero may return of the comeback naman. After 6 months, ginanahan na ulit ako.
Nakinig nga ako, so parang
saka may AI voice na si CJ, na-clone ko ng voice ni CJ.
Para sa mga nakikinig, yun, sasabihin natin na parang yun nga, kapag siguro yung mga nakikinig ng Telebabad Tapes, siguro nagulat sila biglang may upload yung Telebabad Tapes, no? May bagong episode, tapos nagsalita si CJ. Parang medyo wait.
The magic, the power of AI.
Yan. It was strange, interesting nung marinig ulit si CJ. Pero parang ayun, nung narinig ko, pati yung choices of words, parang sabi, parang si CJ nga.
Sinaniban ako ni CJ habang tintype ko yung sa text-to-speech.
Way to go,
pero
CJ.
sige, ito para wala namang repeat na kwento na for the campers and the podpals and the those who listen to the paranormal podcast. Nakalimutan kong ikwento nung episode na yon was binigyan ako ng iniwan sa yung the toughest day I've ever had was in the ICU rather. The toughest day I had in the ICU was nung time na sinabi nung doctor na hindi na pumupunta yung blood ni CJ sa right hand niya.
Okay.
And naging black na yung kamay niya. Tapos sinabi ko na parang tinanong ko anong gagawin. Sabi nila we might have to amputate her hand.
I see.
Sabi ko clarify ko the left or the right. Sabi niya the right hand. So sabi ko that's her drawing hand, no? Sabi ko. Sabi niya yes. Sabi niya lang ganun. Kinausap ko yung mom niya at dad niya. Sabi nila anak you're the one who has to decide kasi ikaw yung asawa. And nag-sign in an instant I knew na what I should have done. What I should have done, and ginawa ko talaga. I signed the do not resuscitate PNR kasi CJ, kung mabuhay si CJ without her right hand, I don't think she would be a happy person anymore. Na
kasi
yun yung niya
tool na niya yun parang
yes, and not just for
that's her not form just for of expression
not just for painting, for her makeup, for her cooking. Yung niya sa talent niya kasi talaga, and that ang strange. I wanna share, her hand pala was insured nung nalaman na she was a child genius nung bata siya. In-insure yung kamay niya, so sometimes hindi siya pinapalayagan kunwari volleyball yung PE.
Kasi nga hindi pwedeng masira or ma-damage yung kanyang dominant hand.
Yes, So, after that, sabi ko na parang, okay, I think it's a sign that the universe is telling me na baka kailangan na magpahinga ni CJ. And I won't let her... Parang naramdaman ko ng response ni CJ na parang ang hirap ng buhay nun for her kung wala siyang kamay.
Napaka-sudden, no? So, naiintindihan ko yung move na ginawa mo na
do not resuscitate.
And yung biglang end ng relationship, ng lives nyo, na parang sobrang hirap na nagigets namin yun kasi all of us naman siguro have had an experience with loss, diba? So
have you had an experience of loss na?
Yes, my dad.
I'm so sorry. Yeah.
My dad left us when I was 20. It was a long time ago na rin. But yun nga, pero syempre iba yung I guess iba rin naman talaga yung yung experiences with losing a loved one, especially your partner, kasi parang yun talaga yung kabiyak mo talaga, 'di ba? Na parang they know you in and out. So parang
yes, exactly.
I could imagine. Kaya nung nalaman ko yung ang ginawa mo, which is ito nga para sa mga hindi pa nakakaalam ko nung nangyari kay Wincy after he lost CJ, his wife. He turned to mediumship para ma-reach out gusto ko yung sinabi mo sa Paranormal Podcast. Alam mo kung binalikan ko yung episode na yun, sinabi mo kasi na parang hindi mo maintindihan kung nasa na si CJ, kung ano nangyari sa essence niya, sa energy niya, na parang yun na yun, parang bigla na lang wala na siya, ganun, parang impossible.
Exactly.
Parang nasan siya, yun yung alam naman natin na her body is no longer here and no longer it's not functioning anymore. Pero where is her essence? And dun ko na-gets na parang that's why you sought out those mediums, and yun gusto ko malaman sa kwento mo. And para sa mga nakikinig nga nito, you can listen to Paranormal Podcast, Comics Man Podcast. Nakapagkwento na dun si CJ, si Wincy.
Si CJ din nakapagkwento na nun.
Pero dito, babalikan lang natin yung mga highlights, no? Tapos ang gusto ko lang kasi malaman, tapos mamaya may mga tanong din ako sa'yo tungkol dun sa journey. So, siguro ito tatanong ko na sa'yo. At the moment, ilang mediums na yung nakausap mo? Kasi doon sa episode
good question, yeah.
17. And then kay Nick, parang 20-something, 21, ganyan.
21. Ito,
Ay,
20,
so ngayon,
21. Oh. Ngayon, I have a scheduled medium with an American practitioner sa wait, check ko lang calendar ko. March 26.
Oh.
So she's the 27th medium.
Wow. 27.
Oh,
27.
Oo. Hindi pa rin nadala no? Na ako eh.
No, alam mo yung feeling ko dyan, parang ano yan eh, para kang nagbabayad ng phone booth para makausap sa CJ. Talababad.
Yeah. Nice. Ganda. Oo.
Yun,
or parang naka-LDR kami tapos it's the 2000s. Bibili ka ng ano yung phone card na yun. Yes, oo. Ang mahal nun, di ba?
Sulitin. Wala ka pang internet?
Pupunta ka sa internet cafe tapos mag-ano kayo, ano yun yung Skype ba? Hindi, nalimutan ko na yung
yun, yung mga gano'n. MIRC.
MIRC, oo.
Ayun, parang ganun yung ginagawa mo to reach her, diba? So,
yung kumusta?
26 mediums. Kumusta na yung
26.
journey mo sa pakikipag-usap kay CJ through this 26 people?
As of this recording or from the beginning? Ano ba? As of now. Okay.
As of now. Parang
as of now,
less.
Yung ano nga, from the from my last recording with Paranormal, I have to admit naman na less dependent if it's a drug. If mediumship is a drug, parang I'm less dependent on it na. And okay, yun na, I've been I've been teaching myself ng konti, spirit communication. Mahirap siya na a lot of concentration, pero I'm slowly, ewan ko kung hallucination ko lang or linoloko ko yung sarili ko, pero more or less as I read about it and as I practice meditation, parang naririnig ko na yung boses ni CJ sa tenga ko more and more. Yun. Hindi ako kasing galing nung nakikita na nila si CJ or nakakausap nila, pero yun, and also nabawasan na yung depression ko and anxiety, and I'm back to working. Yun na nga, I was able to finish my novel and submit it. Tapos I'm working on my graphic novel. Tapos I'm working on my music again. Ang weird, dun ko nahanap si CJ.
Is it really weird? Parang, di ba parang tinuloy lang niya yung ginagawa na niya before?
Hindi, pero nawala eh. For 6 months, 6-7 months, I was in bed. Literally in bed or walking for 3 hours in UP para matanggal yung depression ko. Pero yun na nga, when I went back to the piano, yun yung strange, when I went back to drawing, when I went back to writing stories, when I went back to piano playing, and I bought a new guitar amp. Nag-aral ako ng guitar again. Dun, every time I'm making something, dun ko naririnig si CJ. Parang sinasabi niya, ayoko yung lyrics na yan, palitan mo. Ganun.
Hindi naman nakakagulat, no? Kasi CJ
she's like
a creature of art.
and more than art, criticism. Ever since that, she was like, siya yung beta reader ko. She was, kung pumapasok siya sa kwarto, kung makikita niya yung dinodrawing, sasabihin niya, ayoko yung color scheme na yan, ako na magko-color, parang gano'n. So, ang weird na parang bakit hindi ko siya naramdaman nung nakahiga lang ako sa kama. Naramdaman ko siya when I was doing the things that I loved doing. One medium told me na actually, yun na nga, you will find her when you get back in creating. Tapos sabi ko, wow, yun pala yun.
Marami pang kasunod ng kwento ni Wincy, but we're gonna pause for an ad break. That and more coming up next. We're back in this special episode ng Philippine Camper Stories. Balik na tayo sa kwentuhan kasama si Wincy Ong, and let's hear the rest of his story.
Speaking of these mediums, no? Nung kwento mo na lang yung unang-una siguro, parang yun kasi yung parang pinaka-interesting na pivotal point na parang paano ka napunta doon.
Yeah, yun na nga. As I mentioned sa Paranormal Podcast, pwede bang short gist na lang yung first?
Yeah, of course.
Tapos yung second is also interesting. Kasi the first one was a 60-year-old guy. The second one was a 26-year-old girl. Mas bata pa sa amin ni CJ. As in bagets na girl. So anyway, the first one nga, yun na nga, kunento ko sa Paranormal Podcast. One night, I couldn't sleep. Pumunta ako sa Facebook. I blocked all our relatives and religious friends sa Facebook. Tapos, that was 11:30 p.m. Nag-post ako na looking for spirit medium. I want to talk to my wife. Tapos, yun, yung mga friends ko lang na cool naman to the idea, yun lang yung mga nag heart react or hindi man sumagot kaagad-agad heart react, shock react, ganun. Okay. Tapos, pinatay ko na siya. Pinatay ko na yung
post.
Pinatay ko na yung post mga 2:30 a.m. before I slept. Tapos in-unblock ko na ulit lahat ng mga kapamilya ko at mga religious na tito-tita. Yun, luckily nagising ako 5 DMs from old office mates, from people from the music scene, people from friends ni CJ, people from the film scene, mga writers. Tapos I have 5 leads. Sabi nila, contact this person. Sabi ko, wow. Na-excite ako for the first time in 2 months. Parang, oh my God, what am I doing? Parang ganun, bago to ganun. Parang, so kinontak ko muna yung yung sinend ng friend namin ni CJ na chef. Sabi niya, ito, please contact this medium nga. I won't mention names kasi they want to be kept anonymous din. Contact this medium. He's very power. He's a very talented and powerful medium. Ang lakas nung powers niya, quote unquote, na he can conduct mediumships through the phone. Tapos sinabi niya rin, pumunta na yan sa bahay namin before kasi may parang malevolent spirit daw dito sa bahay namin. Tapos yun, nakausap niya. It was a spirit of a girl daw who died in their lot. Parang ganun dati na hindi
umalis.
Walang, anong tawag rin? Parang she wasn't at peace when she passed away. So, tapos yun, nakausap ng medium, tapos hindi na nanggulo yung spirit. Ayun. So, sabi ko, okay, I trust this guy kasi siya yung kausap ko nung almost every night nung namatay si Siege. And good friend din siya ni CJ. So, yun. I was so thankful na yung first ever medium ko, wow, talaga, parang nakakagulat yung ginawa niya na nakwento ko dun kay sa podcast ni Nick. So it's a good start na parang I want more of this. Kasi na-describe niya yung
na-feel mo ba na CJ was actually communicating through that first medium?
Yes. Kasi for example, again, I really ask specific questions na parang we have 2 cats. As in parang tinetest ko pa sang ganyan. We have 2 cats.
Kailangan mo ng verification na parang kailangan
yung parang hindi tayo naglolokohan parang ganun. Sabi ko, we have 2 cats, what are their colors? Pikit siyang ganun. I'm seeing white, gray, and caramel. Sabi ko, oh my God, galing sakto.
And masabi ko na lang din, interrupt kitang konti, na parang we don't need na to put out a disclaimer na parang baka may mga taong magsasabing, ano lang yan, yung ginugol ka lang o yung ganyan. I don't think the people who are listening to this podcast would question yung that kind of questions, no? Parang I think they would understand.
Yeah. Pero guys,
there are other people din naman talaga na gano'n, na parang sabihin, baka na-scam ka lang or baka ginugol kayo or something. Kasi nga very, like what we know, CJ is of certain diba, status na parang nagugoogle siya agad. Ayun. Pero this time, naramdaman mo naman na
yes,
legit siya.
That's I guess said in the Boston, Massachusetts-based podcast called Empower Your Soul with Medium Nicole. Empower Your Soul with Medium Nicole. So if you want to speak to your loved ones, contact her. She's my favorite amongst the 26 pa rin. Ito anecdote ko kasi if people are seeing my Instagram stories, one of my coping mechanisms then in my grief, naglalakad ako sa Ateneo every night. Para maayos yung brain chemicals ko kasi I've been diagnosed now with PTSD. So what's this, wide open spaces kasi sa Ateneo, tapos maraming puno, tapos walang estudyante, walang kotse at mga 9 o'clock to 11. So ito nga, may sinabi ko, di ba, Catholics and beware of Catholics and Christians and Iglesia ni Cristo na magkwento kayo about when you're telling stories about mediumships and the afterlife, ganon. Naglalakad ako sa Ateneo, tapos pumunta ako banda dun sa kung saan nakatira yung mga Jesuit. May nag-hi sa akin na matanda, ganon.
Yeah.
Sabi niya, hi. Sabi niya ganon. Pari siya na nakatira ron. Nagja-jogging din siya. Sabi niya, friendly siya. Sabi niya, hi. It's nice to see you here jogging. Sabi niya. Sabi ko, natakot lang ako nung una. Sabi ko, I'm sorry. Am I not allowed to jog in this in this place? Sabi niya, no, it's okay. Sabi niya, you wanna walk with me? Sabi niya. Sabi ko, sure, Father. Tapos sabi niya, what brings you here? Parang gabi na. Sabi ko, my wife passed away and I have to my psychiatrist told me I need to have like 8,000 steps para maayos nga yung dopamine ko. Tapos nag-iba yung mukha niya. Sabi niya, okay, wait. Sabi niya ganun. Just stand up there. I'm sensing something. Sabi niya ganun. Sabi ko, wait. Ano to Catholic to Biglang sabi niya, can we pray together? Sabi ko, sure. Tapos, nagdasal kami. Sabi niya, your wife is here. Gumanon siya. Sabi ko, what? Your wife is here walking with you. Your wife's here with us. Tapos, okay. Sabi niya, nag-pray siyang ganon. Tapos, okay, CJ, please guide Wincy wherever she is. Wherever he is. Tapos, please just be with her. Kinausap niya si CJ. Yun. Tapos,
wow.
Please be with him ganon all the time. Tapos, please don't let him be too lonely. Tapos yun, okay. Nagbabay siya. Tapos nagbabay rin siya kay CJ. Tapos, okay, happy jogging. Ganun. See you around. So nagulat ako na parang, wow.
Very random,
Catholic
no?
church. A Catholic priest na who can, rin pala, may powers ng ganun.
Alam mo, meron akong naging isang guest, si Miss Stargazer.
Yeah. I met her, yeah. I saw her na rin.
Okay. So, she, hindi naman ako nagtataka na may mga ganong klaseng tao katulad ng nakasalubong mo sa Ateneo. Kasi in fact, she was trained by Father Bulatao.
Yes, exactly. Yung Jesuits, I think maraming sa kanila. Intuitive. Yeah.
Yeah. Yun. So, parang siguro there are other kinds of Christians and people from organized religions na they still value or parang at least acknowledge yung gifts from, na hindi typically na inaagrihan ng religion. So, patulad
Oo.
ngayon nung nakasalubong mo. So,
Oo nga, kaya nga yun yung dagok talaga sa akin na parang na-traumatize ako ng konti sa mga response ng mga religious friends ko, religious family members. Tapos biglang may pari na biglang kinausap si CJ sa harap ko, parang what?
So far, yung sinabi mo kay Medium Nicole, which is
kasama na yun sa 26 Medium yung
kasama na yun.
Pari na yun. Yung si
and she
Father
stood out.
something.
She stood out the most sa'yo, diba? Si Medium Nicole. And I guess yung pare.
Hindi naman. Yung pari kasi parang 6 minutes, ganun. 7 minutes lang.
Padaan
hi, hello,
lang.
medyo padaan.
Alam mo,
pero
I would probably just categorize it as a sign from parang one of the tools na ginamit ni CJ to communicate with you. Parang,
yes, oo.
Naniniwala kasi ako sa signs. And in fact, ayun nga na nabasa ko rin yung libro ni Laura Lynn Jackson about
That's a good book. Yeah, signs. And gusto ko siya magsulat.
Very very yung maiintindihan mo, makarelate ka agad. So yun, di ba sinasabi niya nga na parang tayong lahat ay beings of energy. And once we shed this body, she makes it seem na parang death is really not something to be sad about. Na parang and of course it is, because you're gonna part from the people you love, diba? So pero yung the way she displays the idea of death is parang makakawala ka dito sa incarnation na nangyayari sa atin, and you will get to experience much better things. And I think yun yung di-discover mo dun sa mga makikipag-usap mo sa mga medium, kasi nakwenta mo dun sa ibang podcast na parang CJ is doing things exciting things na parang she's meeting with her idols in is it painting? Mga ganun?
Yeah. And philosophers. Yeah.
Philosophers. She's traveling in different parts na parang hindi mo naman magagawa kung you're here in this realm, diba?
Funny nga yung isang medium told me during yung parang first 2 months raw nangangapa siya na parang yung which I experienced firsthand. Nangangapa siya with her quote-unquote newfound powers na parang hindi raw siya makalusot sa mga pinto. Yun yung frustrating for her. Meaning yung parang Casper na lumulusot tumatago sa walls, ganun. So,
hindi pa niya magawa agad.
Hindi niya magawa, oo. Tapos, may kasi yung since may PTSD nga ako, my parents hired a nurse to yung sabi ng psychiatrist, hindi ako pwede mag-isa sa kwarto kasi nagkaka nighttime terrors ako. So, yung nurse ko natutulog dun sa kwarto ng kapatid ko na empty. Dun sa kabilang kwarto na nakikita yung door frame ko. So, nagising siya 3 a.m. Sabi niya, Sir Wincy, nangisay raw siya noong 3 a.m. Sabi ko, bakit? Ano nangyari? Nakita ko po si Miss CJ nasa door nyo. Tapos parang yung mukha niya raw parang frustrated na hindi mabuksan yung pinto. So naghihintay na lang dun sa pinto. So sabi ko, my God, kakatakot yun. Ayun. As in, may malakas na hangin na dumaan, nagising siya, tapos nakita niya nga, ayun, si CJ nandun sa pinto ko. Parang trying to open the doorknob. So, hindi niya mabuksan, so nakatayo na lang siya. So, yung sinabi ng medium, wow. Confirmed.
Naiinis siya kasi hindi niya magawa.
Oo, that was around mga second or third medium ko pa lang.
Is that very CJ na parang na-frustrate kapag may something na hindi niya magawa?
Oh yes, oo. Iiyak pa yan.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, Was there ever a time na parang with all these experiences with psychics and medium, was there ever a time that you got scared?
Oh yes, definitely.
Of CJ?
Every time actually. Of CJ, actually, is scared the right word? Baka more of scared na kasi winarn nga ako na sometimes there are imposter spirits, di ba, na pretending to be CJ. Doon ako takot, pero so far
kasi hindi mo pa ma-decipher kung
pero so far sabi sa akin ng mediums, ang lakas daw ng, as I mentioned nga before, CJ had a third eye and she's intuitive daw, pero
CJ has a third eye.
Yes. Na-confirm nung na hindi ko alam at all. She never mentioned this to me. Pero tinanong ko kasi I've been hanging out with her parents din. Tinanong ko sa parents yan, Papa, meron bang nung buhay si CJ, meron ba siyang intuition or could she see spirits? Sabi, yes, actually, yung namatay yung lolo ni CJ, yung daddy ng father-in-law ko. Andun sila sa wake. Pa lang, first year college si CJ. Ayun, sabi niya sa papa niya na, Dad, si Lolo nasa likod mo. Ayun, so umiyak daw yung papa ko.
Okay.
So she really had the third eye. Pero it was
latent.
Pero parang it was interfering with her her studies, ganon, and her pinasara nila. So,
like pinasara as in they actually asked for someone to close it?
Oo, parang ganun.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Pinasara nila. So, pero during my 14 years with CJ, talaga siya, may
strange things?
No, may pagka-intuitive talaga siya na parang, sasabihin niya na parang, wag kang pumunta sa ganitong place or uwi na tayo, I'm not feeling. Magaling siya mag-feel ng lugar or ng tao.
Vibes.
Nung vibes, oo. Tapos, kung may namatay na kami na friend or kakilala, malakas yung sa kanya, effect.
I see.
Mas affected siya. So, yun na nga, kung ganun ka pala, tapos you shift into the next realm, may unfair advantage ka na mas madali ka mag-adapt. Kasi syempre may knowledge ka di ba? So those with a third eye, when they die, mas may sila, may
kumbaga accelerated sila.
Honor section ka agad sila versus the rest of us na lang naman.
Start from the beginning.
Kumbaga yellow belt tayo, sila medyo may pagka brown belt na sa karate. Pero go.
Siguro gusto iniisip ko kasi yung POV mo na parang yung syempre may mga skepticism ka ganyan, parang di mo alam kung yung nakuha mong psychic today is kasi ang dami na almost 30 na. If anyone's playing on you, playing on your emotions or
yes.
Yung meron ka bang hinihingi sa kanila na parang meron ka bang isang one thing na parang verification code, PIN, parang ganyan. Meron ka bang hinihingi sa kanila ganyan?
The first 10 minutes
you mentioned
usually.
the cat. You mentioned the cat, but
yes.
Is there like a feeling or like a specific question?
Ito by the any person naman siguro, no? Kunwari pumunta ka sa Disneyland for the first three times or sa Enchanted Kingdom, parang may sense of wonder ka pa, di ba? Parang gano'n. Yung, wow, this is magical, this is new. Pero ako, mga medium number 18, yung parang this is Tuesday for me. Yung parang, I know the drill, may gano'n na ako.
Okay.
Hindi naman sana wala na yung sense of wonder ko. More like parang mas matalino na siguro ako and hindi, this is nothing new to me. May ganun na akong level. Nandun na ako sa level na yun. Pero I think this was medium number 22.
Mm-hmm.
She's a professor in a respected university na who does not know CJ at all talaga. ayun, medyo ako doon. Medyo, hindi naman kinabahan, pero parang, wow, this is this is really personal kasi she's a remote viewer. Meaning, ano ba?
Sinisilip ka?
Hindi, remote
Kayo?
viewer means, there are mediums who can do remote viewing. Okay, remote viewing is like hina-hire sila ng NBI. I'm not kidding you. Hina-hire sila ng NBI kung may namatay na missing person or kung may missing person na kailangang hanapin. Kaya nilang ilagay yung mata nila to the eyes of that person na missing or patay na.
Okay.
And I had one. I met with one na remote viewer na hina-hire ng NBI. Yun, so
How was the
little known
experience?
fact. The police pala work. The police here in the Philippines do
They
work
consider
with
that
mediums.
No.
It's procedure. It's
kasama siya sa protocol?
Yes, binabayaran sila. Especially kung missing people. Pero syempre, under the
Hindi
tago.
official.
Oo, hindi official. Pero parang alam ko 9 out of 10
Open secret,
cases.
kumbaga, ganun.
Open secret, oo.
Okay.
Kumbaga, 9 out of 10 times nahahanap yung lumaya sa bahay na bata or yung may Alzheimer's na lolo na tumakas,
Nawala.
di ba? Nawala, oo. So, ito,
sabihin nilang
remote
nila,
view.
they receive a tip. Ganun.
oo.
Ganun na lang.
From an anonymous, pero yun pala, they do work with mediums. Pero patay, inano ko na.
Well, okay lang.
Binunyag ko na yung sikreto nila dito. Anyway,
Parang hindi naman nakakagulat kasi parang ginagawa rin naman sa FBI yun. Parang.
Yeah, oo. And sa mga magandang gabi Halloween specials, ini-interview sila.
So, nakakausap ka ng isa?
Nakausap akong isa. Yung professor na nakausap ko, she's a remote viewer pero she doesn't want to work with the cops.
Okay.
And she's not a professional medium. Kumbaga, lang. Meron lang talaga
She
siya.
works it
Tapos,
on the side. Parang
and,
for other certain people.
Oo, tsaka ako lang yung first. Ako lang yung parang client niya in the last 10 years na.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tapos ayaw magpabayad pa. So, yun. Pinakain ko lang. Itong remote viewer na to, the professor, na talaga ako. Wow! Na ganun na ako kasi
What happened?
na-describe niya yung intimate how should I say this? Intimate parts ng relationship namin ni CJ na how I hold her hand, how yung position namin while sleeping.
Okay.
Yun. And other stuff. So, and naman, parang nag-disclaimer naman siya na parang, is it okay na, kasi nararamdaman ko yung, I'm talking to CJ, tapos, she told me she misses being a human and she misses yung mature naman tayo dito. Yung sexual life nyo together, ganun. Yung how she feels your body, ganun, how you feel each other's body. Parang gano'n. So sabi, yeah, okay, I understand that. Ako rin naman, yun yung nakakamiss. Tapos, naiyak ako noon nung sinabi niya na parang yung naging executive creative director siya, late na talaga siya nakakatulog eh. So, tulog na ako. Pumapasok siya sa kwarto mga 2 a.m. Tapos sabi niya, did you know, since hindi ka niya na masyado nakakausap through the day, kung tulog ka, inaano niya yung likod mo, parang tawag doon, parang sinustroke niya yung likod mo parang baby.
Okay. Hinihimas,
oo. And she watches you sleep nung mga 2024, yung kung before she sleeps. Tapos sinabi niya, until now she does it in your room every night. So yun, iyak talaga ako, naiyak nun. I did not know that at all.
Do you feel
Tapos
that?
ang weird pa, na-describe niya yung
do you feel that whenever do you have
actually
sensation of that?
Nung mga around month, kasi 9 months na bukas si CJ, mga month 6 and 7, yun, parang kung umiiyak ako biglang parang may kamay sa likod ko nga na hinihimas yung likod ko, parang oh my God, si CJ nga to, parang ganun. So and I did not know that
medyo medyo yung kasi sinabi mo pag naiiyak ka syempre malungkot ka tapos biglang si CJ parang hindi mo alam kung marirelieve ka ba, mag-wonder ka, mabibilib ka ba na uy nangyayari to, or natatakot ka ba, uy ano ba to, sino ba to, parang siguro sama't saring
ang weird kasi
nararamdaman.
Hindi ako more Earl, parang yung longing ko for her parang overpowered the fear, gets mo?
Okay.
To the point na sige pumunta si CJ sa akin as a zombie na gutay-gutay yung or skeleton, yayakapin ko siya. Ganung level. Yung kahit yung sinabi rin ng friends ko yun na parang kung let's say hindi nagka-brain aneurysm si CJ, nakagat siya ng zombie. Aalagaan namin yung zombie na CJ. We would
hanggang
settle
magka-cure.
Hanggang or kahit hindi magka-cure. Aalagaan namin yung zombie na CJ na yun to the best of our effort until we die. Ganun namin kamahal si CJ.
That's fully understandable. I think anyone probably do the same for their loved ones.
You wanna talk about the signs kanina, no? Yung the signs ni CJ. Okay, ito ang dami actually. Actually yung can I start from the wake? From the wake pa lang. So this was when I was a disbelieving man pa rin about mediumships. Nakwento ko to doon sa eulogy ko kasi nagulat ako and na doon pa lang may intuitive na person na nagpakita. So wala ako noon, pumunta ako nung gabi, sabi nung friend ko, may friend si CJ dito na may message sa'yo kanina. Umalis na siya. Sabi ko, okay, what's the message? Nakita niya si CJ dito. Standing beside the Telebabad Tapes microphone stand sa tabi nung painting niya. Tapos tumitingin lang raw siya around the crowd. Nagulat siya na parang, uy, ba't ang daming tao dito? Tapos nag-lock eyes daw sila nung intuitive na friend niya. Sabi niya, CJ, what happened? What happened to you? Sabi niya ni CJ, wala, ganun eh. Tapos sinabi daw ni CJ sa kanya na parang, uy, hindi ko makita si Wincy dito. Hindi ko makita yung husband ko. Kung makita mo siya sa mamaya or whoever, makakita sa kanya dito, pakisabi sa kanya, I love you. I love you so much. Tapos, tayo raw pagkatapos nun, tayo na si CJ, punta na siya doon sa back room nung kung saan yung mga storage room nung mga pagkain. Tapos yun, nawala na. So that was the first sign. Tapos 2 months later, tinawagan ko, na-track ko sino yung friend na yon. Nagtanong-tanong ako. It so happened parang she's one of CJ's friends in the coffee industry. Mm-hmm. Tapos tinanong ko, ma'am, ano yung paramdam ni CJ sa inyo? Oo, yung nakwento nyo. Ang sagot niya, oh my God, I forgot. Nalimutan ko na. Parang ganun raw. Ganun pala yun. So, alam kong nagpakita si CJ pero tinawag ko kaagad yung isang friend ko kasi alam ko nasa trance state ako noon and within 2 hours makakalimutan ko. And sinabi niya, nasabi ba sa'yo nung sinabihan ko? Sabi ko, oo. Oh, you good. Kasi when I get into that state, nakakalimutan ko after 1 hour, 2 hours. Pero kinonfirm niya na yes, I was that girl who saw CJ. And may message siya sa'yo pero nalimutan ko na. Yun. So may paramdam ng...
Ganun pala yun? Parang
oo nga
pala sa kanila yun.
And yun rin, the first medium that I talked to, the photographer, nagkita kami sa mall. Sabi ko, hi sir! Ganon. Tapos tinanong ko sa kanya, sir, ano, nagkausap ba kayo ni CJ? Tapos parang nagmalikmata siya, parang, sorry, sino ulit si CJ? Ganon.
Okay. Nawawala pala sa kanila. Baka baka pagka parang
Men in Black na tinatamaan sila nung neuralizer ba yan?
Oo, yung laser.
Laser, oo. So, ayun, pero sa mediums naaalala naman. Like merong ang weird, itong si medium Nicole is still good friends with CJ. Last I heard na nag-click daw sila and naririnig niya, bumibisita raw si CJ paminsan. And there was this one
pasyal ng pasyal, nakakaingit naman tong
ginagawa. Yung isa naman medium I met through Reddit. Itong weird, ito art curator sa gallery. Yun, naging tropa niya rin si CJ na raw. Ito, siguro ito my fourth favorite medium. Kwento ko na. Reddit medium siya. Reddit medium. So, yun na nga. Kasi yun yung unexplored ko na parang may isang Filipino medium na nagsabi sa akin, Wincy, why don't you explore mediums outside the Philippines? Kasi especially sa America and especially London. London has super open sila sa practice na yan. They have schools, they have universities dedicated to that, and dyan nanggaling yung spiritualism movement. They're so much more trained than us. And yung London society, London culture, more than any other culture in the world daw, they're more attuned to mediumship. Sabi ko, hindi ko alam yun. Pero yung manood ka, di ba, ng mga Sherlock Holmes, mga BBC, palaging may seance, di ba, ganun. So, I spoke to three London-based mediums, UK-based mediums. So, ito,
okay.
So, ito, one from Reddit, nag-post lang ako ng mukha ni CJ. Walang pangalan ni CJ, parang looking for messages from this loved one. Hindi ko man sinabing wife. Tapos yung pinost ko na picture ni CJ, hindi mo mag-Google Lens, hindi mo mare-reverse image search.
Okay.
Kasi ang hirap kay CJ, kinover yung passing niya ng Philippine Star,
ng news,
Bulletin, CNN, wala akong laban, gets mo? Yung type mo lang CJ De Silva o all the news, CNN Philippines, Esquire, Spot, wala talaga akong laban. Tapos ang daming photos. So kumuha ako ng phone, makeup tutorial niya na hindi niya pinublish. Basta yung hindi mo to mag-google. Pinost kong ganon. Sabi niya, DM me please. I think I know who this girl is. Kinabahan akong ganon. Shit, sino to? Tapos sabi niya, hi, I'm from UK. I'm an art curator. I was in my gallery this morning and I saw a woman looking at a painting and I knew she wasn't human. Sabi ko, kinabahan ako.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And did you speak to her? Sabi niya, yes. She told me her name was CJ. Sabi ko, oh my God.
Wow.
All the way from London. Tapos, can I get, yun na nga, sabi ko, baka lumaloko ko nito hindi man from London. Sabi ko, can I get a message from her? Unang message niya pala sa akin, iyak na ako. Sabi niya, she tells me to thank you for making her wear her favorite jacket while she was in her coffin. Ayun, hagulgul na talaga ako. How could she know that?
Oh my God. Wait,
How
this
could
is
she
through
know that?
Reddit?
Reddit,
lang
wala
pinag-uusap?
yung mukha ko dun sa Reddit parang avatar na na parang sila bubu, yung ganyan yung itsura niya na and hindi ko man
Reddit lang
sinabi
yun.
pangalang Wincy, oo, or CJ,
Galing
wala.
Galing naman.
So yun. As in pinakita ko yung text message na yun sa isang friend ko na nandun sa wake. Sigaw siya na parang parang nahagis niya yung phone ko parang
Mga kinilabutan siya, gano'n.
oo, kinilabutan siyang ganon. Tapos ano pa to, ayun, sabi niya she's saying a name, Jojo. Is there a Jojo in her family? Sabi ko, yeah, her dad's name is Jojo. Ayun.
Ay, legit.
Oo, legit talaga. Tapos sinabi niya na parang na na-convince na ako.
Nag-usap ba kayo further na? Or
Yes.
yun lang yun?
Nag-usap kami sa sa chat. Sabi niya na parang ito yung yung parang super specific na parang she's asking me why are the cats with her parents and not with you?
With you?
Ganun. Oo. Sabi ko, oh my God. Tapos, ano pa yun? Sinabi niya na parang wait lang, confused ko kasi 26 ang daming No, dapat nga
okay.
nagno-notes ako Ayun, yun parang, oh my God, ito. Kasi dati, yung nakatira ko sa Makati with her, nagsuswimming ako every day. After nung funeral, wala na akong inner strength, core strength na mag-swimming. Sabi nitong medium na to, she's asking me, why did you stop swimming? Putik. Kinabahan na ako. Okay, parang kasi
there's no way.
absurd.
Yung mga ganong mga bagay, parang di mo naman...
Oo. So, ito nga, tinest ko
lang yung very household information.
Exactly. Nakakaano talaga. Nakaka-praning na and at the same time nakaka.
Hindi mo na malaman yung word, no?
Oo, exactly. Pero
hindi mo na masabi yung proper term. Parang
kaya nga dun sa
ma-describe.
Ayoko mangialam sa religion ng kahit sino, pananampalataya nyo yan. Kaya nga ako, Catholics, Christians, Iglesia ni Cristo, if you keep an open mind, baka may makuha kayong message Kasi ito, sorry. Sabi mo lang kung andaldal ko na I hate dominating a conversation.
You're good.
Pero na-excite ako yung puso ko umaano talking about CJ. I wised up ng konti. Medyo naging smart ass ako with yung professor na medium na ang lakas din, yung remote viewer. Sabi ko, sige, tatawag ako sa mga friends ni CJ na gusto rin ng message. Mga 1 hour before So tawag ako, sabi ko. Tatawag ako sa dalawa. Uy, gusto niya ng do you want a message from CJ or may question ba kayo kay CJ? Sabi, yes, ito. Ayun. So tinanong ko yung high school barkada niya from Saints ko para ma-confirm ko na hindi siya psychic lang, na binabasa niya yung utak ko.
Okay.
Kasi itong Saints ko friend niya, si Denise, best friend niya, taga Paranaque pa. So if ever mabasa niya yung utak ni Denise, na friend ni CJ, ang long range naman nung nung powers niya masyado, di ba? So ayun, sinabi ko, hindi ko man sinabi kung sino si Denise. Sinabi ko lang, ma'am, her friend Denise wants a message from her. Tapos yun, meditate si medium. Para mga 2 minutes. Mga 2 minutes. Nakapikit siya. Parang gano'n sabi niya. Okay, etong si CJ, kadalasan, busy sila lahat sa work nila. Na nagme-message siya dito sa Denise na to, mga 3 a.m. in the morning. Hindi ko to alam. Okay, rine-record ko sa phone ko para i-send ko sa barkada niya. Tapos all the way to high school, nagsabi siya, okay, itong sa barkada niya, sila raw yung mga tomboy ng nila, ng batch nila. Yung hindi sila girly-girly, as in, taga Saints ko sila, nag-a-appear sila. Yung high five na pang lalaki, tapos may sarili silang mundo, silang 5 lang. Tapos kumakain sila sa restaurant na medyo mukhang TGI Fridays. Tapos, basta ganung level na wala akong alam. Tapos,
super specific, na wala kang memory.
Wala akong memory. I do not own that. Tapos, si CJ magaling pa mag-compartmentalize na yun yung frustration ko sa kanya during our marriage na parang I want to get to know everything about you. Pero secretive siya na tao. Tapos sinabi niya pa, okay, dun sa high school nila may string of incidents na trigger warning listeners, na self-harm. Yung the usual teenager na nagse-self-cut.
Okay.
Si CJ raw may kilala sila na nag-self-harm nun. Tapos dun raw nawala yung parang childhood innocence ni CJ na parang may ganito palang mga tao. So record ko lahat ng information na yun sa phone. Tapos sinabi niya pa, may isa sa kanila who is a nurse. Sabi ko, yun yung sinabi ko, wala pong nurse, walang nurse sa kanila, baka nagkamali po kayo dun. Sabi niya, okay. So yung 5 minutes na yon, sinend ko sa Saints ko friends niya. My God, silang 4 kinonfirm all of those stories
are true.
Sabi ko, so sino yung nurse sa inyo? Sabi niya, yung friend niya si Carla who lives in London. Minessage ako ng gabi. My God, Wincy, did you know I was a nurse for 2 years? Sabi ko, my God, this is crazy.
So talagang si CJ yun?
Oo.
That means the medium is very good too. Galing din.
That's why baka ang regalo ko sa sa father-in-law ko or sa mother-in-law ko sa birthday nila this year is a session with that medium.
Is a communication with CJ. Oh. Di pa ba nila nakakausap si CJ through those medium? Di ba sila open to that?
No, they had one. Kasi CJ requested na Wincy, in your next mediumship, pakisama si mama at si papa.
Okay.
Oo, sumama sila once. Okay naman,
Kumusta?
Tama.
Okay naman.
It was good, pero
not as convincing, siguro?
Ang mahirap is 3 kami nandun sa table. The medium was really good. Under Tony Perez. Kinausap ko si Sir Tony Perez. Sabi niya, hindi na ako nagpa-practice, iho. Pero I'm contacting my students.
May referral.
I-refer ko yung 3 specialist ko. They'll go to your apartment. Tapos, I spoke to Tony Perez. I'm not kidding you. That Tony Perez. Okay, I spoke to CJ. I spoke to CJ. Sabi niya, ipa-bendition yung kung saan siya. She didn't die. Obviously, she didn't die in our apartment. Sinabi niya raw na magpapadala ako ng yung spiritual cleanser kung saan siya nagkaroon ng aneurysm sa may sa may toilet. Your wife told me, ang na starstruck ako ng konti, Tony Perez, no, my idol na writer and spirit questor. Sabi niya, okay, I spoke to your wife. Sabi niya, magpapadala ako para ma-cleanse daw yung energy nung apartment namin. And kasi good vibes raw talaga yung apartment namin. Obviously, it was a happy marriage and happy place. Gustong patanggal ni CJ yung vibes na doon siya nagkaroon ng
okay.
So,
grabe ka na kapag Tony Perez ka.
Oo nga. So, yun, yung isang pinadala ni Tony Perez was a cleanser. Yung pinausukan nga yung bathroom ni CJ. Tapos yung isa yung kumausap sa aming 3. Mami ni CJ, daddy ni CJ, tsaka ako. Ang problema pala doon, yung medium kino-contact na yung spirit ni CJ. Tapos kaming 3 nandun. Na siya, parang nagka-brain freeze. Yung na ano siya, nag-choke siya sa tubig niya. Tapos sabi niya, wait, pahingi pang water. Ang daldal ni CJ yung
Na-excite?
Na-excite siya, and at the same time, yung message niya sa dad niya, message niya sa akin, message niya sa mom niya, sabay-sabay. So,
sabay-sabay.
Oo, nag-ano siya, parang wait, ang sakit ng ulo ko. So, hiniwalay kami. Sabi niya, pwede bang si mami lang muna? Yun. Gusto ni CJ makausap yung mami niya. Ayun. So,
okay. Alright.
So, the next time, I learned, wag pala yung tatlo.
Individual.
Tatlo. Oo. So, kung birthday ng papa...
Okay.
Oo, ganun pala yun. Kung birthday ng papa ko, alis kami ng... Andun ako for the, just to mediate. Pero, kayong dalawa lang. Nung meeting.
Okay. Ngayon ba, alam pa rin nila na this is still ongoing na parang...
My parents don't know. My cousin, yung parang panganay na cousin ko na the big sister of our family, knows a lot. Knows everything. Siya yung pinaka may alam. And she's supporting me with this. Yung mga kapatid ko, yes. And yung rene-record ko kasi actually ako rin, yun pala. Whenever you're in a mediumship session, i-record nyo sa phone nyo kasi makakalimutan mo rin pala. Kasi parang trance state ka rin eh. And syempre, ang dami mong emotions na iiyak ka.
At saka yung natural memory for forgetfulness natin. Hindi mo na matandaan lahat ng details ng usapan, di ba? So,
So I have a folder from Medium 1. Hindi, yung Medium 1, wala pa nga akong wala pa akong recording nun eh. Sayang, sana record ko yun eh.
Habang naalala mo pwede mong i-record mo na kaya with me and with the other podcasters. So, yun na rin yun. Parang mo na rin yun. Memory input mo na rin yun.
Pero yun, na-share ko. Go.
May question nga sana ako kasi parang this has been an ongoing journey, no? So, parang nakausap mo na ba si CJ about the recent development ng journey mo na okay, tsaka also yung parang ngayon na nalalaman ng mga tao about your story na parang kamusta kaya yung yung feedback niya na or yung what is she thinking about this particular event in your life na parang alam na namin ngayon lahat na si Wincy Ong turns to medium for communication with CJ. Kamusta kaya yun? Natanong mo na yun?
Yes, actually ito current events sobrang probably happened a week ago as of this recording. Na flashback ako na we were having dinner, ako yung mom ko, dad ko, tsaka si CJ nag-usap over dinner noon. Tinanong nila, CJ, what's your biggest regret in your life? Yes, mga 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Sabi ni CJ is binoto niya si Duterte. She advocated for Duterte. So, nung 2016. Tapos nung 'di ba, couple of days ago na-arrest si Duterte. He was sent to The Hague. Magpo-postan ito, nagta-type na ako sa Facebook na parang, Dear CJ, you would have today would have been a happy day for you. I hope yung regret mo, yung biggest regret mo in your life mo has finally been, parang hindi man na-erase, more like na-correct, nagkaroon ng course correction. It would have, if you were here right now, probably you'd be jumping for joy. It's gonna be a good day for you. Tapos, biglang may parang bumulong sa akin, boses ni CJ. In her voice, parang, tangik, mas updated pa ako sa inyong lahat. Parang ganon. Sabi niya na parang, and I can go to Switzerland and see it.
Live niya na.
Live kong makita, engot. Ganon. So, hindi ko na lang pinost. Sabi ko, nga naman. Parang ganon. Na parang, knowing her, naki-intriga pa yun dun sa ICC at nanood firsthand. Kasi she can travel at...
Insider ka pa.
Oo, kaya yung parang... yung mga real... posts na gano'n. Yung mga posts na gano'n na parang, kunwari, my dad would have loved this AI technology, di ba? Or, my dad would have loved this movie if he was still here. Parang, tangik. Mas updated pa sila sa akin. Yun pala yun. Yung parang, nga, no? Parang, hindi ko na lang pinost na parang, nga, no? Parang, if she can travel... If the mediums told me that she can be in 3 places at once and she can travel to any part of the world,
she already knows.
she knows more than us. She's more updated than us. And she's probably, sinabi niya nga, para may bumulong sa akin na, tangik, nandito ako sa Switzerland, parang ganon. I'm watching it. So, hindi ko na pinost. So, okay. So, yun na nga, sinabi ko, I'm getting better at in hearing her voice, yung mataray niya na taray lambing na voice. Ayun. So
what have you been doing? Kasi ito na parang nandito ka na eh. Ito na, you're in too deep para sa mga practices. Ano nang ginagawa mo? Are you taking this any further? Para for you to be a medium yourself.
Ang warning sa akin ng friend ko na-mention ko kasi dun sa Telebabad Tips, I'm an empath. I'm a highly sensitive person. Yeah, that's why prone ako sa anxiety. So, dun ako natatakot na if I go full medium, baka naman mag-trigger na anxiety ko. Pero, strangely rin, ito, I wanna, ang ganda nito. Sobrang gandang kwento na to. Reddit. Ito, message sa akin yung isang Reddit-based medium from, of all places, Arizona, gitna ng desyerto.
Yeah.
From the desert. Sabi niya, okay, I was able to get one message from your wife. I was able to get one message from CJ. Let's get on a conference call. O let's get on a Zoom call. So, okay. Gabi dito, umaga doon. So, yun. Nice girl. Mga nanay. Tapos namatay rin yung daughter niya. So, doon siya nag-aral ng mediumship. So, sabi niya sa akin, yun, in-describe. Ito, 6 minutes lang. Kasi busy din siya. Sabi niya, she has a great energy and she's telling me now, the message that she wants to tell me is the gift that she left you with when she passed away. Kaya hindi siya kaya na-design yung buhay niya and yung death niya na hindi ka nakapagpaalam. Kasi nasa siya yung room yun, yung quarantine room sa ICU eh. Kasi may COVID siya noon, hindi ako makapasok and hindi ko mahawakan yung kamay niya. Hindi ako makapagsabi ng I love you man lang. As in, she was a corpse na nung nahawakan ko. Hindi ko na kailangan mag-PPE. The reason why she chose that way to go is because it's a gift. So, nagtaka ko, why is that a gift? Yun nga yung masakit sa akin. Yung mom niya, nasabihan niya, I love you, pero ako yung asawa niya, wala kang goodbye. I never had the chance to see her. Tapos, I was 15 minutes late pa when she nag-flatline na yung niya, yung machine. Sabi niya, precisely because yun yung regalo niya sa'yo. Sabi ko, bakit? Hindi ko magets yung logic nitong medium na to. Because she wants you to go on a journey of finding her through what you're doing right now. Iyak ako nun. Sabi ko, my God. Sabi niya, binitin, parang in Tagalog, parang binitin ka niya, Wincy. Because kilala ka niya na obsessive ka and may pagka detective researcher ka. Gusto niya na you fall into this adventure, into the esoteric arts as you search for her. Because the universe will open up to you. A whole new universe will open up to you. A whole new understanding of life and love na hindi ka interested dati will open up to you in your journey of finding her. So sinabi niya, the fact that you've consulted 20 plus mediums is her plan for you, is her gift for you. What you're doing right now is her gift for you. Yun, hagulgol talaga ako nun. Sabi ko, now it makes sense. Na tapos siguro na I'm being asked to guest in podcast. I'm being asked to write articles. Tapos some are asking for me to write a book. So
about this journey.
Yes, oo. My journey through mediumship na sabi niya, regalo raw ni CJ yun. This whole esoteric journey, this whole spiritual awakening. Sinadya ni CJ yan na kaya hindi siya nag-I love you sa'yo. Hahanapin mo siya as you go on an adventure. Yun yung message niya sa'yo.
Ang ganda na, no? Parang ang ganda ng message na yun. Parang binigyan kanya ng malaking puzzle.
Yes, and she loved puzzles. And alam niyang mahilig kami pareho ng detective stories. Parang sinabi niya na parang bibitinin kita, I'm gonna leave you a murder mystery, parang ganun, or a scavenger hunt to occupy your time, and at the same time hinahanap mo ko. Parang where's Waldo, pero where's CJ, parang ganun.
Alam mo, parang baka nga mamaya we are being directed by CJ to speak with you, so you can release this message to another platform. Hindi man sabihin natin mas maraming tao, hindi naman tayo ganun kasikat. pero feeling ko baka ayan, kasama na rin kami dun sa mga ginagamit ni CJ ng pangaparaan para alam mo yun.
So you believe in signs ba and synchronicities?
I do. I really do. Parang mas gusto ko nga lang sanang matutunan kung paano basahin. Hindi ko lang alam kung naniniwala ako, pero hindi ko lang siya, syempre hindi mo naman alam kung paano mag-gets yung mga signs, no? So kaya parang I'm asking or I'm reading about it, kung ano yung mga ways for you to interpret those kind of signs.
Sige, ito I've been meaning to put this on an episode ng Telebabad Tapes. Something strange really happened nung anniversary namin nung February 22. It was our 12th wedding anniversary. And medyo malaki palagi sa amin yun yung February 22 kasi yun ang aside from being soulmates kami and medyo cheesy kami when it comes to Feb 22. We really make time na kumain sa a nice restaurant. We give each other gifts. So, yung February, yung first 3 weeks ng February, masakit talaga sa akin. Kasi birthday ko is February 4. Valentine's Day, tapos Feb 22 yung wedding namin. So, February, I was a mess nung February talaga. Ang masakit pala yung the first birthday, the first anniversary, the first Valentine's na wala. Pero yon, ang galing talaga ni CJ, my God. Unang-una, basa ko, Feb 4 yung birthday ko. Yeah. Feb 3, 11:30 or 12 midnight. Yung salubong ng birthday ko. Hindi ako makatulog. Malungkot ako, syempre, di ba? Sabi ko, ito na. Bukas ako ng email ko. Ayun, may regalo na si CJ sa akin yung salubong ng birthday ko. May writer from the Manila Times na nagsabi na, can I interview you for your graphic novel?
Oh, wow.
At exactly 11:45 of February 3. 15 minutes before my 43rd birthday. And yung comic na yon, it's called Butiking Pasay, yung graphic novel na yun. Matagal ko ng project yan na parang pinupush ni CJ na gawin mo na. So that happened on the eve of my birthday. Tapos ito, Feb 22, ayan na naman. Feb 21, 12 midnight, iyak na naman ako. Sakit nito. Dapat magdi-dinner kami, kung buhay pa siya, magdi-dinner kami or magtatagaytay kami or whatever. Ito, I kid you not. Feb 22, gising ako 6 a.m.
Yes.
Hindi ko na pinost na namin, na wedding namin. I was so down eh. Hindi na ako nag-post muna ng mga wedding retro pictures ng mga wedding namin. My God, 6 a.m. Yung pinsan niya from San Diego nag-message sa akin. Wincy, sorry. Napanaginipan ko si CJ. Ngayon lang. Sinabi niya tawagan kita. I-text kita. Kamustahin kita. Tapos sabi niya na okay lang raw siya, masaya siya. Tapos gusto niya masaya ka. Tapos sinabi ko, so cousin niya si Roxanne. Hi Rox, who's a listener din ng Telebabad Tips. Sabi ko, Rox, alam mo ba na wedding anniversary namin ngayon? Sabi niya, oh my God, no, hindi. Kakagising ko lang. As in, literal kakagising ko lang. Sabi ko, oh my God. Tapos higa muna ako sa kama. So, ninamnam ko muna yung na yun. What is this? Ito, creepy. 1 hour later, may nag-message sa akin sa Facebook. I do not know this guy. Hindi ko kilala. Wala akong kilala. This guy made fan art of my character, si Butiking Pasay, for my graphic novel. Sabi niya, Sir Wincy, taga Leyte, taga Tacloban ako. Nakita ko yung article niyo sa Manila Times, tapos na-inspire po ako na mag-drawing ng fan art ng alternative cover. Tapos hindi man po ako humihingi ng bayad or anything. Nagustuhan ko lang talaga yung character nyo. And I drew it. Tapos, yun. Kung okay lang po ba i-post ko. Tapos, iyak ako kasi nakita ko yung artwork, yung art style. Ka-style ni CJ.
Okay.
Tapos yun. So, 2 regalo na. Tapos, pupunta akong art fair noon sa Ayala Triangle Gardens. I was meeting my friend na widower din. Nakakatakot to kasi meron yung test results niya for may nahanap na parang tumor yata or sa katawan niya or lump, parang ganon. So dadating sa umaga. Kung kung positive, hindi na kami matutuloy sa art fair, sa lunch namin. Kung negative, celebrate kami. Kain kami ng masarap. Ayun.
Yeah.
Text siya sa akin, negative. Hindi wala. False alarm. So yun, natuloy kami sa art fair. So that's the third gift. Dumating yung test result na positive on our wedding anniversary. So punta kami sa art fair. Enjoy naman, pero inantok ako bigla. Tapos sabi ko, kailangan ko humiga, na overwhelm ako. So pumunta ako sa condo namin na halos wala nang laman. Sabi ko, kailangan ko mag-nap. Sabi ko dun sa nurse ko. Walang other place to nap but yung kama namin ni CJ. Na wala nang bedsheet. Higa ako ron. Tulog ako. Tapos nakatulog ako for 3 hours. Nagising ako gabi na. Ramdam ko while sleeping there, akap-akap ako ni CJ for 3 hours. The most peaceful nap I've ever had. Grabe. So yun, 4 gifts on our 12th anniversary.
Hindi na
I took it as
si
signs na
CJ.
talaga. Oo, grabe. Galing niya nga eh.
Meron akong cut na lang natin to if hindi totoo. Pero could you check your Instagram right now? Parang I know that I messaged you one time nung August when I heard about CJ. Pero nung minention ko yung story of your podcast episode. Anong date yun sa'yo?
Sige. To, scrolling. August 11. Hey, Wincy, just thought. August 11.
And
hey,
then,
Wincy, just thought of dropping by your inbox to say hello and share my condolences.
Yeah.
I wish you peace
reached out
and
to you.
August 11, yeah.
And then, when's the next date na nagkausap tayo?
Oh my God! Feb 22!
Ang galing, no? Na-realize ko lang ngayon. Oh my God!
This is the fifth gift. This is the fifth gift.
Galing.
Feb 22. Tapos angel numbers. August 11 and 222.
11. Okay. Kasi sa akin, lumabas.
Hala, wait. Feb 22 nga. Feb 22 at 7:03 a.m.
Ayun.
Alam mo, long overdue na yan. Wait, i-record mo to ha, Earl. Okay, 5 tama, plus ito.
Yeah.
Grabe si CJ. 5 regalo pala.
Naano din ako noon, parang sabi ko, wait, sabi mo, Feb 22. Parang sabi ko, that's parang yun yung mga moment na nag-post ako about you. Tapos tinignan ko, sabi ko, wait, this can't be real.
So,
hi, CJ.
Tutu. Angel numbers. Magaling si CJ.
Nice. Thank you for sharing your story sa amin kasi
salamat rin, Earl, for
yan
for
talaga yung mga kwento
platform.
na parang the stories we share here sa Philippine Camper Stories is all about the strange and the uncanny, pero once in a while I get these stories na parang sabi ko, oh, this is something that we need to talk about kasi hindi to na pag-uusapan. So, and I'm very happy na nakwento mo sa amin yung kwento niyo ni CJ and your current journey sa mediumship para makausap mo siya.
Pero ito, Earl, natanong ko to kay Nick of Paranormal Podcast. Answer as honestly as possible. Do you think 26 going on 27 mediumships medyo OA ba?
Yep.
Okay, thank you for your honesty. It's a drug. It's a drug for me.
Unless nag-e-enjoy din naman si CJ sa pakikipag-usap sa'yo, which I'm sure she is, but I don't want you to be, dependent din. Sabi mo naman hindi. So, pero
hindi, and I'm learning to I'm hearing her and clairaudient. Yun pala ako, I'm clairaudient. Siguro dahil musician din ako and ears yung ko. I see the world through my ears. I experience the world through my ears siguro yun. So yeah, I hear gumagaling ako with
I'm gonna look forward sa journey mo na kung anong mangyayari dito sa kung saan ka dadalhin itong kwento na to. May napaka-interesting for me.
Pero sa ngayon medyo hindi naman took a backseat, more like I have deadlines kasi for my graphic novel and the music projects that I'm doing, so which is fine kasi at least I also yung sinabi ko nga kanina na ang weird, mas naramdaman ko pa yung presence ni CJ when I'm on the piano or when I'm on my computer kesa nakahiga ako sa kama na nagmumukmok all day, bed rotting. So baka I'm on the right track, then I'm going back to art, di ba? No?
Yeah, healthy balance. Tapos kapag sobrang miss mo talaga, kumuha ka ulit ng isa pang medium na magtutulong sa'yo.
Oo, pero yun, baka baka kumuha ko ng online course, invest in an online course kung kung makaipon ako.
Doon ka tumira.
Wala akong pera. wala akong I'm on a bereavement bereavement leave. So from work hindi pa ako pwedeng wala pa akong because of my medication hindi ako pwede mag-drive and mag-work pa occupational hazard yung PTSD ko so far.
Takes time.
Yeah, wala akong
I'm sure it will come.
As I mentioned nga yung sa podcast ni Nick, yung grief counseling natin dito is really it's underdeveloped yung industry.
Yeah.
Wala tayong discipline, wala tayong structure for it. And if you think about it, parang ang importante niya palang industry. it's a really important industry kasi ang daming pamilyang nasisira because of grief. Ang daming lives na nasisira because of grief. That they become alcoholics, they become suicidal, they become gamblers, they become sex and love addicts. Yung they give up on life, gets mo? Yung parang wala tayong therapists na well-known, diba? Give one well-known who's the Hans Kua of grief therapy. Wala, diba? Walang spokesperson.
Yan. Kaya nga din parang sabi ko nung narinig yung story mo, parang I'm sure there are other people who have experienced loss and kailangan nila to. Parang this is for them. This episode is for them.
Yeah, actually, yun yung that's what gave me strength kasi medyo naduduwag din ako paminsan nga with given my I came from the Ateneo that's a very Catholic upbringing, tapos yun na nga yung fear of judgment from loved ones and friends.
You're in a safe space, don't worry.
Oo. Pero yun na nga, with yung kwento ko with the Jesuit priest na nagjo-jogging ako at 10 p.m. tapos she spoke to he communicated with CJ. Parang that's a sign, no, na parang maybe the Catholic Church is becoming open-minded. I don't know. I'm still processing that.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, Erla, for
of course.
Podpals, please follow Philippine Campfire Stories. Marami sa Podpals naman namin. Podpals, 'di ba? Mahilig kayo ng mga kwentong kwentong kababalaghan and yung mga Halloween episodes namin ni CJ. You love that. Please follow Earl's amazing podcast, Philippine Campfire Stories. Pinapakinggan ko to bago ako matulog. Maganda yung kwentuhan. And it's all the way from LA. Pa-edit. All the way from California. Hayward, California, straight to your earbuds. Naks.
Ayan. No, thank you sa inyo. Thank you sa'yo.
Campers, thank you for campers, thanks for listening to my story. Ayan. You got pakinggan nyo yung Telebabad Tapes and Philippine Campfire Stories. Cross-posting to.
Bye-bye.
Salamat.
Thank you.
Death is inevitable. No one can escape it. We all go through it. Siguro gusto ko lang paalalahanan ng mga tao na pahalagahan ang mga mahal nyo sa buhay habang kasama nyo sila sa oras na ito. At kung sakali mang dumating na ang oras na iwan nila tayo or iwan natin sila, know that we will all see them again someday. At sana that can help you ease the pain of loss. Maraming salamat kay Wincy at pati na rin kay CJ for entrusting us with this wonderful story. We have some comments from the Spotify app at babasahin natin yan dito lang sa segment called The Camper Shoutouts. Hindi yun effects. Naubos na talaga yung boses ko. Sabi sa episode 263, Santama Rewind, sabi ni Sam, horror trilogy in a podcast. Nice one. Na-recall ang mga past episode. Nice one, CM. Thank you, Sam. Sa episode 260 naman, sa Aswang sa Sitio, sabi ni Annie Cart, ang dragging namang magkwento. Yan. Annie Cart. Anyway, let's move on. Episode 259, ang kalaro. Sabi ni Rich, eto marami tayong naging comments dun sa episode na yun sa ang kalaro. Richard Nang, sabi niya, Shemay talaga, naglilinis ako sa labas while listening to this at 3 in the morning kasi maaga pa yung klase ko. Damn, hininto ko yung paglilinis at scary yung first story. Yung may Yung may kumuha ng mga dolls. Nakakatakot yun. Episode 256, Tiny Terrors and Other Stories. Mark Anthony Sabangan Alonzo. Sabi niya, kita-kita tayo sa Clark. Yung Clark Abandoned Hospital, kino-convert na sa National Museum. And napasearch ako, salamat dun sa update mo na yon, Mark Anthony, na yung National Museum of the Philippines ay kino-convert pala yung Clark Air Base Hospital para maging isang national museum sa Pampanga. At ito ay isa sa mga 3 pang National Museum of the Philippine branches na itinatayo sa iba-ibang mga lugar para mas mapalapit yung history natin sa mga taong wala sa Manila. So maraming salamat sa pagbigay ng update na yan, Mark Anthony. Salamat. Kay Mark Anthony, nagpapatrol sa Clark, Pampanga. Episode 264, San Telmo Society Live. Sabi ni Nice, sabi niya, CM, nabanggit mo pa din yung building. Intentional yun. Tinanggal namin yung name ng building, which is Gramercy. But yun nga, sobrang dami kasi sobrang peppered in through the episode, so hindi na namin blinip yung buong episode. Bahala na kayo. Pagpunta nyo sa Gramercy, if ever may Airbnb or may bibisitahin kayo dun, tingin-tingin na lang. Randy Clarinal, sana all. Yan. Hindi siya nakasabay hindi siya nakasama dun sa episode, si Randy, kasi daw parang meron yata siyang work the night before, or may sakit siya. Thank you. Next time na lang, Randy. Mancy, sabi niya, sana video episode para sa Spotify users. Mancy, hindi ko alam kung nag-upload ako ng video kasi so titignan namin, wino-workout pa ng team namin kung pwedeng mag-upload ng video kasi I'm using a different platform. Hindi ako Spotify creator platform. I'm using Acast. So, tingnan natin. Soon. Jack Alegre, sabi niya, may clairalience ability si ate. Yung ability to smell odors that aren't present physically. Yan. Tama, Jack Alegre. Thank you for supplying us with that term kasi medyo hindi namin naalaala nung moment na nagkakwentuhan kami. Meep Morp, sabi niya, Iligan represent. I was in 4th year high school when Sendong happened. We had a project to cover or document our topic of choice na relevant sa Iligan. Dahil bida-bida, we covered the aftermath of Sendong 5 days after the storm. Ang lala, tumaob na cars, destroyed houses, may body parts pa rin sa daan, and people were digging and hoping they'd find their lost family members. I compiled conversations from people as well. Man, the grief. Thank you, Meep Morp. I know it must have been very, very, very sad thing to cover. Lalo na maraming taong nawala at nawala ng mga mahal sa buhay. So, thank you for listening to that story and verifying that specific moment. Jace, sabi niya, great episode. You should do this regularly. CM. At sabi niya rin ni MJSB, si MJ from Singapore, sabi niya, ang saya. Sana makasama ako next time. Grabe, ang gaganda ng mga kwento nila. Nakakakilabot talaga. More pa, please. More power sa iyo at sa podcast. Yan. Maraming salamat sa inyo, MJ, and pati rin kay Jace. Jonah says, new favorite episode. Ang ganda. Kinilibutan ako sa mga kwento ng mga campers. And ganoon na rin ang sabi ni Avi. Ang ganda ng episode, CM. Pinakinggan ko siya ng gabi para dama ko yung takot. Ang gaganda ng boss ng mga nag-share. Gusto ko ding mag-live audience next time. Yan. Pwede tayo mag-live audience next time and also share na rin. So, pwede kayo mag-interact sa mga kapwa niyong campers. I wanted to make an avenue na makapagkwentuhan tayo. Dahil nga, syempre mas maganda yun, diba? Para mas feel natin yung mga kwento na parang as it happens, naririnig mo and nakakapag-react ka rin. So, yun. We'll do that another time. D. May Sabit, sabi niya, the best camp master, more power and God bless. Oh, thank you. EJ, sabi niya, very nice live storytelling from different campers. This is as close as you can get to a proper horror story time around cozy campfire. Sana marami pang episodes like this, CM. I love the camper stories as well. Just imagine if totoong nasa campsite, complete with a campfire, tents, huddled around a single source of light and heat, surrounded by the darkness of night, soft rustling of tree leaves, telling stories to each other about the things that go bump in the night. Nakaka-excite. You already set the tone, no? Parang ang ganda nga nun. So, para sana nasa para sa beach, para hindi yung fire. Kasi hindi pwede yun sa diba, sa mga campsite kasi bawal mag bonfire sa mga yun. Anyway, yun. Sana, hindi ko alam kung paano gagawin yun kasi hindi ako sanay mag-organize. Mga ganun. Kung merong pwede mag-organize, bakit hindi? Ray says, next time gusto kong sumali. Naging busy lang ako na nag-zoom po kayo, sayang. And Cutie Patuti, sabi niya, ang saya, I love this episode, CM. Parang kwentuhan sa probinsya pag brown up. Ang cozy pero nakakapanindig balahibo. Iba pa rin ang atake pag raw storytelling. Grabe, hindi ko na talaga alam kung aling episodes yung favorite ko. Oo nga, nakakalito, no? Hindi na natin alam. Bawat episode parang biranong mga magagaling na kwento eh. So, good job. Perrin Jessica Joy, sabi niya, ang gandang pa-birthday naman ito sa akin, CM. Twice ko na itong napakinggan, pero yung kilabot ay same pa rin. Hopefully, magkaroon pa ng part 2 ang live podcast. Sana nga live in person. Yan doon. Nagawa natin yan sa studio sa The Pod Network. And hopefully, pag nakauwi tayo, pwede natin magawa. Kasama ulit yung mga tao. Sorry, yung boses ko medyo mahina kasi wala tayong boses. Yun, maraming salamat sa iyo, Jessica Joy. Shoutout pala kay admin Jack na nag-screenshot ng mga bago sa grupo natin sa The Campsite sa ating Facebook group. Sabi ni RM Cruz, matagal ko nang hinahanap ang group nyo. Listening since the pandemic. At ganun din ang sinabi ni D. Rolyoda. Actually, I've been listening during the pandemic days. It's March 2020 to be precise. What I like is Beyond the Veil and Dark Tourism series. Grace Rubianes, sabi niya naman niya nung nag-join siya, I forgot the episode number but definitely the stories from Manila and Anton. Nakakamiss si Manila and Anton, diba? Yeah, maraming salamat sa inyo, RM, Grace, and D for joining the group. At marami pang iba na bago, parang may mga 500 na mga bago yan. 500 new to the page, not to the group. Ayun, that's it for Camper Shoutouts. Kung gusto mo rin marinig ang name mo in the shoutouts, just leave a comment via Spotify app in one of our episodes at ang mga mapipiling comments will be featured here. The more detailed, the more creative the comment, the better. Just remember to be kind whenever you share your thoughts dahil ang podcast na ito ay mananatiling safe space for everyone. See you sa next shoutout. Dito na po nagtatapos ang ating kwento for our campers na feeling mo ay good job ang podcast sa pagsama sa iyo sa araw-araw na gawain at naiibsan yung pagkainip mo. Medyo feeling generous ka today. You can send love and appreciation. Basta daanan mo lang yung GCash and yung PayPal link sa episode show notes at dun ka makakapag-send ng mga tips, monetary tips. Salamat kay Camper G at kay Camper Randy for sharing me your tips. Nakuha ko po yun. Maraming salamat. So, pambibili natin yan ng salabat para magkaroon tayo ng bosses next time. Pwede ka rin pumunta sa patreon.com/camperstoresph. Doon mo makikita yung mga old videos natin. Pwede ka rin pumunta sa YouTube kasi libre lang, and then we're uploading new content then, new videos. Matuwa kayo. And sa TikTok kasi we have shorts We have short videos na parang cute yun, parang siya, parang VHS style na mga visuals. So puntahan nyo rin TikTok namin is at Campfire Stories PH. Panghuli, kung may kwento ka naman, gusto mo ibahagi sa mga campers, ay pwede ka mag-send sa campfirestoriesph@gmail.com. Babasahin natin yun sa mga future episodes. At yun lang, maraming salamat sa inyong pakikinig. Magkita tayo muli sa susunod na kwento. Ako si Earl, at ito ang Philippine Campfire Stories.